Hi, dear family. Welcome to Yoga Church. How we all doing? I'm sitting here at the studio at the yoga practice. This big, empty, kind of cold studio that hasn't seen traffic since March 15th. And it's hard for me to come in here without wanting to cry. I'm just sitting in here going, what in the hell is going on? It's just really emotional. And there's been days over these last few months where I feel maybe a sense of relief that some of the responsibility and the go and having so much to do has been lifted off of us, out of our control. And there's been moments where I've been able to sink into that rest and just being. And then there's other days, y'all, where I can't stop crying, and I just feel this deep sense of unrest and some fear about what's going to happen, and recognizing how little I have control over, and how much that makes my ass twitch to not have control when things don't go how I think they should. Anyway, I feel like COVID-19 and the pandemic and what's happening with our businesses and our social lives and financially and health-wise, that's the problem, right? I mean, that's the thing. It is what it is. But what I've been noticing is what I tell myself, what's going on in here about this. Y'all, this ends up becoming a bigger problem than this. My 2 small businesses being shut down, or the lack of social contact that I'd like. I mean, that stuff's hard, but what I end up believing and telling myself about this becomes more of a heart burden, creates more anxiety and depression than the actual problem. And I wonder if you don't sometimes experience that. Like, it's not okay. It's just, there's so much that is not okay. And I'm realizing that I really suck at not being okay. Like, the dialogue is that I'm supposed to be stronger than this, or because I'm not, I'm weak. Tend to over dramatize or exaggerate the pain, or minimize it, and avoid it altogether. So I'm really sitting with this, Sarah Leslie. What if you could practice, because you can't change this, but what if you could practice being okay with not being okay? You know, what if it's okay to feel the loneliness and some of the emptiness and the sorrow and the grieving that we're collectively experiencing? And what if, like the practice of yoga teaches us to lean in, we say that a lot in class, lean in to the discomfort, because the only way out of it is through it, not around it or over it. And what if we could learn to not exacerbate our own suffering, because this shit is hard enough. But then what we tell ourselves about this becomes the actual bigger suffering, the problem. So I am practicing this idea of when I come head to head with this and the feeling rises, just really noticing what I'm telling myself about that. I'm like, oh God, I should feel different about this, or I should be doing something different. What if we could practice being okay with not being okay? Not wallowing in it or setting up camp there, but also not jumping right over it, minimizing it, and avoiding it with everything in our beings, trying to distract. maybe just for today, just this next little 60 minutes of our life, could we show up for whatever we're feeling and experiencing and just be like, period. This, and then period. Yeah? Let's try. Join me in Sukhasana, easy seated pose, crisscross applesauce. Oh, friend, take a big inhale. Hopefully you don't have to have a mask on where you are right now, so you can inhale full, fresh breath. And exhale with a little sound, letting it all go. Do that a handful more times, saying hello to your breath. Let's take some circles with the neck, observing where not allowing ourselves to be okay with not being okay, how that costs us physically. Man, do I tend to store the not okayness right up here. Switch directions of the circles you're taking with the neck. Just noticing, giving permission to release and let go. Let's tuck chin to chest and we'll pause here. Maybe that's enough for you. You can sit up taller than you were a moment ago. You can interlace all 10 fingers and rest the palms of the hands on the back of the head. See how that doesn't turn the volume up a little bit. To our dear bodies, we ask forgiveness this morning for the places where we have fought against not being okay. And our body has tried to tell us, man, this sucks. This is not okay. I need to grieve. I need to feel sorrow. I even need to feel anger. And we have sometimes denied it of that, minimized it, shut it up, ignored it. Dear body, forgive me this morning for not doing a better job of listening and trusting that you can withstand the not okayness. Bring your hands to your chest. Rolling the shoulders back and open, gaze goes towards the sky. Notice your breath here. Gaze comes back to neutral. Drop the backs of the hands onto the knees. Palms face heavenward. Sitting up nice and tall, reaching the crown of my head up, 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 while rooting. Sit bones down, down, down. Let's find our Ujjayi breath together as a family by closing down the lips. Bring the tongue to the roof of the mouth, slowing down the breath count for around a count of 5 to 8. Notice the rib cage, how it expands on the inhale. And then that same count, exhaling out the air through the nostrils. Listen, listen for your Ujjayi breath. Tune into the subtle sensation of the vibration that your breath of life makes within you. notice here, friend, that regardless of the chaos, the crisis, right here, right now, it is well with your soul. Take one last deep round of Ujjayi breath here. After your next exhale, fluttering the eyes open, we'll collectively inhale, reach towards the sky for the gift that this practice has to offer us today. Pull hands through heart center, close eyes, bow the head. God, forgive us for running from the not okayness, from over-exaggerating it or under-exaggerating it. Through this practice today, as we move and breathe, may our body help teach our mind and our spirit how to be okay with not always being okay. That we don't have to wallow or set up camp in suffering, but we don't have to avoid it with every fiber of our being also. Just for today, in this practice, may we show up for whatever we are feeling. May we have full permission to not be okay. To be okay with not being okay. Big inhale, circle, sweep arms overhead. Reach for it, friend. Pull the promise into your heart. Two more, big inhale. Last one, biggest, deepest, bestest one yet. We're ready to move. Grab for the outside of the knees, setting up for cat-cow. On the inhale, we'll pull our heart through. It's reaching forward, arching the back. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Gaze goes heavenward. Pausing at the top here just to notice. And then on the exhale, reversing the movement, rounding through the spine. Tucking chin to chest. Belly is drawn towards spine. Pausing to notice. And then reverse it on the inhale. Bring it on through. Yeah, reverse it. Find your rhythm. Speed it up. Slow it down. Last one here. Really nice. Coming up onto our knees, we'll extend our right leg out long here, stretching through the knees. We'll draw the right hand down the leg, reaching left arm up and over. Hello, side body. Yeah, feel the compression happening here on the right. Exaggerate that for a moment. There it is. And now bring your awareness to the intercostal muscles in between every rib here. See if you can't create a little more length, reaching over towards the right. If it pleases you, maybe take some gentle pulses here. You can even wrap right hand behind low back. Yeah. Exaggerating the compression on right side and the extension here on left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the inhale, the left hand comes all the way to the earth. That's it. Right arm reaches over, and we'll lift that right leg right away. See if you can reach fingertips to this direction and toes to that direction, making a long, strong line. And then we're going to pulse that right leg. Hello, right glute. How you doing? Yeah, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really good. Let's bring our toe and our hand to touch and back through point. And flex and touch and point. And flex and touch and point. You got it. Breathe. For 5, 4, 3, hiya, 2, and 1. Reach and extend. Really nice. Keep that right leg raised. Raise it up even higher. Drop the right hand. Reach the left arm forward. Now we're going to crunch elbow to knee, extend, and pulse it up. See, I'm pulsing my heel and my hand up. Elbow to knee, extend, and pulse up. Elbow to knee, extend, and pulse. You got it. Breathe. Pulse it up. Elbow to knee. Pulse it up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend it out. Bend that right leg, reach back, grab the foot or the ankle and kick. If that's not in the wheelhouse today, no worries, flex that foot, lift her up towards the ceiling, the heel. Same sweet little back bend effect here. Soften and go deeper. Can you kick a little bit harder? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the right leg. Leave it raised. Yeah, is your booty burning? Good. Drop the left hand. We're going to curl the left toes under. You ready for this? Press yourself up and back. 3-legged dog. Can rotate that ankle clockwise, counterclockwise. We're going to come down onto our elbows, setting up for a 1-legged dolphin. Press your chest back towards that left thigh. Lift the right leg up higher. Elbows are pressing in towards one another. Press forearms, palms into the earth. Lift the head away from the mat. Press the chest back. Lift the leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the right foot to meet the left. Drop the knees. Sink the hips. Take it in. May we learn today, may our body be the teacher, that it's okay to not feel okay. We're going to come up on hands and knees, and from here we're going to hinge forward so our shoulders pass over our fingertips. Notice how you feel that in the wrist. This is a great wrist strengthening and stretching, and then we'll sink the hips back down, and then bring it on back up. There you go. Find some movement here. We'll be here for a minute. Setting our wrists up here to be able to be more weight bearing. For 5, 4, 2, and 1. Really nice. Make your way back onto your knees, finding gate pose on the other side. Left leg comes out long. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Left arm slides down. Straight away, noticing if you have more or less grace in this right side body. Feel the compression here, left side. Can you squeeze a little bit tighter there? Yes, you can. Yeah. And now bring your attention to all the muscles turning on in this right side body. Use your breath and see how you can't manipulate how they feel on the inhale and how it changes on the exhale. If it pleases your side body, take some pulses here. I like to wrap my left arm behind low back. Really nice. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cartwheel that right hand all the way to the earth. Reach right arm, lift that leg straight away. Turn it on and we'll pulse. Yeah. How's the left glute doing? Yeah. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, dos, uno. Bring hand to toes. Touch it. Extend, point, flex and touch. Point and extend. You got it. If you're not touching today, no worries. You will be. No judgment. There we go for 5, 4, come on, 3, 2, yeehaw, and 1. Keep that leg raised up high. Drop the left hand, extend right arm, find your reach. First you find your reach, and then a crunch elbow to knee. Extend and pulse up. Crunch it in, extend and pulse. Oh, you got it. Really nice. For 5, 4, 3. Don't cheat yourself on that pulse. That's the money right there. 2. And 1. Bend that knee. Reach back and grab the foot. Oh, yeah. Variation is to drop the hand, flex the foot, lift. Friend, we're not here long. Press the earth away with that left arm. Don't dump through the shoulder. Kick a little bit harder. Give it all you got here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the leg behind you. Drop the right hand. Curl the right toes under. Lift your sweet self back up into a 3-legged dog. Take some circles with the ankle. Keeping that left leg raised, we're going to come down onto the forearm, setting up for a 1-legged dolphin. The key here is to press the chest back, like there's a string tied from your heart, trying to get to that right thigh. Press the earth away with forearms. Fingers are spread wide. I'm breathing, loosening through my jaw and that space in between my eyebrows, even while the heat is cooking. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the left foot to meet the right. Drop the knees. Sink the hips. Forehead to mat. Marinate here.
done. Our body teaches us that even when things don't feel okay, they're difficult, they're uncomfortable, that the way out is through. It's okay to not be okay, y'all. Let's come up into a tabletop position. Hinge forward. This time we'll add a little modified chaturanga by bending the elbows. Come up, press it on back. Hinge forward, chaturanga, and back. Yeah, you got it. Elbows stay in, nice and tight towards the ribs. If you want more, you can go from a down dog, high plank, chaturanga. Down dog, high plank, chaturanga. Last one. We'll all meet in down dog, lifting those hips up, pedal it out. Find your best down dog here. And by best, I mean just tuning in. Noticing what you notice, where your body is longing to pause, where it needs a little extra push. Let's look up in between the hands, my friends. Bend the knees, setting up for our sun salutation. Little soft knees here. And we'll step the feet up in between the hands. Inhale gets me a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. I take a bend in my knees here so I'm nice and supported. As I root my feet in, inhale, circle sweep all the way up. Exhale, swan dive through. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the feet back to your high plank or drop the knees. Exhale, we've practiced this, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, curl the toes. Nice and slow, your core does the work to lift them gorgeous hips up and back. So this time, lead with the opposite foot that you did last time. Look up in between the hands. Where you gaze, you go. Bend the knees. Step the opposite foot up, followed by the other. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, root to rise. Circle sweep it all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back with the opposite foot you did, setting up for high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Curl the toes under, strong core. Lift them gorgeous hips up and back. We're going to do that many more times. Look up in between the hands, find a bend in the knees. Maybe you want to float the feet up to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, letting go. Inhale, root to rise. Circle sweep, hands towards heaven. Slight back bend if you please. Exhale, letting go of what doesn't serve. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float the feet back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Find a rhythm here, your prayer, meditation in motion. Gaze goes forward, bend the knees, step or float the feet up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, reaching for it. Exhale, letting go what doesn't serve. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step or hop those feet on back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Few more. Where you gaze, you go. Get your feet up there. Half lift. Exhale, letting go. Circle sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive through. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step or float the feet on back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, down dog. 2 more. Get your feet up to the top of the mat. Inhale gets me a half lift. Exhale, letting go. Circle, sweep the arms all the way up. Reach for it. Exhale through. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step or float the feet back. Elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Last one, friends. Look in between your hands. Soft knees, feet on the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, circle, sweep it up. Exhale, swan dive, letting go of the crap that doesn't serve. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step or float the feet back. Chaturanga. Open my heart in upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let me hear your breath here as you connect body to breath, mind to body. Let's lift our right foot up high to the sky, finding that 3-legged dog again. And on the exhale, we're going to bring that right knee to right elbow, and then send it on back. Bring your knee to nose, and really lift the knee. That's it, lift the heel. Send it on back. And now we're going to cross it over. There you go. And send it on back. We're going to bring left to left again, or right to left, sorry. And then open it up for fallen triangle. Hello, belly button. Yeah. Lift that right leg, maybe touching the foot here. And return to your 3-legged dog. Bend the right knee, and we'll slowly flip the dog to wild thing. Yee-haw. Let's dip the right hip. Let it kiss the mat or the floor. And then we're going to come kind of into a side plank, but we're going to bend that knee and keep right on going with the right foot, coming into an easy twisting lunge. Yeah, find your strong core. And then we're going to rise the torso up. There it is. In a revolved crescent lunge. Big inhale. And we find a warrior 2. Hello, my strong, badass warriors that are okay with not being okay. Keep your legs right where they're at, but I want you to reach forward. We lean in to the not okayness. Lift that right heel. Yeah. Where can you soften? 3, 2, 1. Drop the heel, reverse the warrior. Yeah. And now we'll find this kind of extended warrior. I'm going to reach forward, wrap my right hand behind my back, reaching forward with the left, and then come back to reverse. You got it. Find a rhythm here for 3. And 2. This time we cartwheel the hands all the way to the mat. Find your strong planted hands, step the right foot back, and we find our flow. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing. You're so awesome. Left foot high to the sky. There it is. On your exhale, left to left. Inhale, send it on back. Knee to nose, lift it. Send it on back. Exhale, cross it over, lift that knee. Send it on back. Yeah, let's find our fallen triangle. See about touching your foot to your hand here. If you're not there today, no biggie. Come back to your 3-legged dog. Bend that left knee, nice and slow. Flip the dog, wild thing. Can I get a yee-haw? And now dip that right hip to kiss the floor. Yeah. And then we come back into this kind of side plank, Bend the knee and bring the left foot all the way up to the right. Look at you, you're in a revolved crescent lunge, or easy twisting. Now we revolve. Ooh, lolly. Big inhale here. I'm gonna find my warrior two. There she is. Big inhale, ground and root. Leave your legs right where they're at, but now reach forward. Lift the left heel. It's okay to not be okay. For 5. Sink a little bit lower. 3. Reach a little bit further. 2. 1. Drop the heel, reverse the warrior. That's it. Now an extended warrior variation. For 3. Reverse. And 2, extend. This time we cartwheel the hands all the way to the earth. Step the left foot on back and take your flow. Or skip it. Or modify. Or advance. Who's the boss? You're the boss. Let's do that again. Raise the right foot up high to the sky. Here we go. Right to right. Send it on back. Knee to nose. Send it on back. Right to left elbow and send it back. Yeah, fallen triangle. Can you touch your foot and your hand? Back to 3-legged dog. Bend that right knee. Flip through wild thing. Dip your hip. Yeehaw! Side plank, and then I bend that knee, bringing my right foot all the way up to easy twisting lunge. And now come on up, revolved crescent, warrior 2. Hey, keep your legs there, but reach forward, raise the heel, lean into the not okayness. That's it, now reverse. Extended variation, and reverse. Extend. Last one. Cartwheel the hands all the way down with grace and control. Take a flow. Skip it. You the boss. Left leg high to the sky. Bend left to left. Yeah, feel your strong core. Knee to nose, friend. Inhale it up, cross it over. 3-legged dog. Fallen triangle. Can you touch foot to hand? Woohoo! 3-legged dog, bend the knee, flip it. Wild thing, dip the hip. Side plank. Keep that leg bent and bring the foot all the way to the hand. Easy twisting to revolved. Warrior 2. Lift the heel, reach forward. We practice being okay with not feeling okay. Reach forward even more. Drop the heel, reverse the warrior. Extended variation. Reverse. Extend. Last one, reverse. Cartwheel the hands all the way down, mama. Step that left foot back. Take your flow. Really nice. Left foot high to the sky. Left to left. Send it on back. Knee to nose. And back. Cross it over. Uh-oh, did I already do this side? Fallen triangle, I feel like we already did this side. Come on back, that was just practice to see if you were paying attention. Sink your hips to your heels and reset. I can picture the faces of my students that are out there like, Sarah Bear, you already did that side. I love you. This is why we need to practice together. Because in class you're like, no girl, you're doing that wrong. Let's rewind, do that sequence again. I need you. Meet me in down dog. We're gonna do that again. Right foot high to the sky. We are indeed better together. right to right. Send it on back. Knee to nose and back. Cross it over and back. Find your fallen triangle. Ooh, maybe keeping that leg raised. Touch your foot. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee. Wild thing. Dip the hip. Side plank. Easy twisting. Revolved crescent. Warrior two. Look at you. Extend and reverse. Extend and reverse. Extend and reverse. Cartwheel the hands to the ground, boss. Do your thing. Now left leg high to the sky. You got it. Left knee to left elbow. Send it on back. Knee to nose. And back. Cross it over. And back. Falling triangle. Leave that right leg raised. See about touching your foot. Three-legged dog. Wild thing. Dip the hip. Three side plank. Bring the foot up to easy twisting and revolve it. Warrior two. Hinge forward and reverse and extend it and reverse and extend and reverse. Cartwheel the hands down, boss. Do your thing. Stay right here in downward dog. Drop down to the knees to child's pose. At any given moment in that really tough sequence, your mind and your body could say, oh, we're not okay. Disaster, we're not okay. Or pretend like it is okay when it's not okay. But notice, my friend, how when you call it what it is and you just stick with it and press ever so gently through, that it is indeed okay. Let's do that one more time together. Come on. You got this. Just for today, we're going to honor and not avoid or run from what we're feeling. Right leg high to the sky. We'll speed it up. Come on, friend. Knee to elbow. Send it on back. Knee to nose. And back. Cross it over. And back. Fallen triangle with leg lifted. Touch the toe. Three-legged. Wild thing. Dip the hip. Side plank. Bend the knee. Easy twist. Revolved. Warrior two. Hinge forward and reverse. And extend. And reverse. And extend. And reverse. Extend it all the way down. Step that foot back, take your flow. Last one, left leg high to the sky. Left to left. Send it on back. Knee to nose. And back. Cross it over. And back. Fallen triangle. Touch the toes. Three-legged. Wild thing. Dip the hip. Bring it on over to easy twisting. Revolved crescent. Warrior two. Extend and reverse. And extend and reverse. Extend and reverse. All the way down, boss. Take your flow. Such good work today, y'all. Let's do a thread the needle here. So from tabletop, we'll raise our right arm up and we'll thread it under the arm, coming onto the outside part of the shoulders and extending that right arm or left arm forward. Bringing the left hand back by your temple, pressing yourself back to tabletop. Left arm reaches up and then thread her under. Reaching right arm forward. Bring the right hand back by the temple, pressing back into tabletop. We'll take some cat-cows here. Inhale, let the belly fall. Gaze goes skyward. And then exhale, reverse it. Inhale. From here, bring your toes together and let your knees come really wide. Coming to a child's pose, stretching out through the hips here. See if you can settle a little bit deeper. Noticing where you're clenching or resisting. Call upon your breath to that place or space. Forgive us, bodies, where we have ignored you when you've said it's not okay and we just need to not be okay. Slowly rocking your way up, lowering all the way down onto your belly. Let's bring our left arm out like an airplane, and we'll bend our right leg. And then slowly come up onto the left side, letting the foot come behind the body. Stretching through that left shoulder and arm, while also enjoying a back bend. A little spinal twist. You can try to grab for the foot behind the back. Or not. One more big, bestest, deepest breath here. Slowly coming back onto the tummy. We'll switch. My right arm comes out. Bend that left leg. Press the hand and draw the foot behind the back. And grabbing for the foot if you did so on the other side. to your edge here. Coming all the way back onto the tummy. We'll press ourselves up into butterfly, palms of the feet, soles of the feet come together, letting the knees come out wide. Maybe just staying right here, sitting up tall. You can do a forward fold here if that's calling your name. One more bestest round of breath here. Slowly walking the torso up. Walking the heels away from the hips so there's a little less intensity as we close with a prayer together. Let's inhale, arms overhead. Palms to touch. Exhale, bring it on through to heart center, friend. Close down the eyes, bow the head if that's comfortable. Oh, we are grateful for the opportunity to move and breathe together, even if it's not together. So grateful for the wisdom of our body that helps teach us that this too shall pass, and that it's okay to not be okay. God, help us to have the wisdom and the courage to honor what we're feeling, to show up in the midst of even the most uncomfortable feelings, and not to distract or ignore or wallow, but to experience it all, so that we can get to the other side. Help us today, God, to be okay with not always being okay. Help us to hold space for others who are not okay. May we not rush them out of their sorrow or grief or pain because we're too uncomfortable with not okayness. Lord, have mercy. Help us to be more comfortable with not okayness. Amen, and so be it, and namaste. I'll release you now into your final Shavasana. So this is where you come flat on your back and sprawl really wide. You can roll over on your side, bring the knees in. Belly down Shavasana sometimes is pretty stinking sweet. But I really encourage you to take this time to let all of that good work you just did to marinate and to integrate. I have a little person knocking at the front studio door because I'm running a little behind. So I'm trusting you to take your full Shavasana here, my friend. Bless you. I love you so much. And may you have the wisdom to learn how to be okay with not always being okay. I love you. We'll be together soon.